Hi everyone, welcome back for another episode of Atoms for the Love of Movie Picks. This time around, we're going to be talking about the 2023 film Barbie. And I know what you're going to say. It seems like an interesting choice for a movie review, uh, given that, Barbie is, and I'm not trying to be sexist, it's mostly a girls or woman type movie and subject, I should say. But I gotta tell you, folks, they made this movie appealing to both male and female. It was really well done. I went at the behest of my partner Liz. I gotta be honest. I wasn't. I mean, not that I didn't not want to see it. It's just that I went mostly for her. But I did enjoy the film, folks, and I'm here to say you should check it out. It's not that terrible. I'll be honest with you. So this movie stars Margot Robbie as Barbie, Ryan Gosling as Ken, the main Barbie and the main Ken, Issa Rae as another Barbie, Kate McKinnon as quote unquote weird Barbie, Alexander Shipp as another Barbie, and I think and I didn't even realize Dua Lipa was in this as a Barbie. And then you had Simu Liu as another Ken, Kingsley Ben Adir as another Ken, and even John Cena made a cameo appearance as a Ken. And then, of course, Michael Cera as Alan. Uh, Will Ferrell plays the CEO of Mattel. And I think that is pretty much the extent of the well-known actors in this movie. I'll say one thing: it is really weird having a bunch of well-known actors whose characters all have the same name. Let me tell you, it gets a little confusing, but at the same time, it is absolutely hilarious. America Ferrera plays Gloria. Ariana Greenblatt plays Sasha. Rhea Perlman as Ruth. And Helen Mirren as the narrator. And that is pretty much the extent of the well-known actors in this. So, Barbie, I mean, it is kind of what you would think it would be about, but at the same token, it's not. So, obviously, it's to do with the doll, the very famous doll that has been going on for over almost 70 years, that is known the world over. But moreover than that, it's a fictional story that they create. Now, I'm going to be honest, I was very interested to see, you see the trailers and everything, but at the same token, you're very interested to see how the movie works, how they make a movie about Barbie work. Because, to be honest with you, part of you is kind of worrying that it's going to be like this. It's literally just going to be like an almost 2 hour movie about some girl playing with her long lost Barbie or something like that. Or finding her long lost Barbie, however you want to word that. And part of you is also just going to be like, are they going to make this a story that's so weird and stupid that you absolutely hate it? And I think they did a good job of blending it and finding a balance that works between both. You take a lot of the things that young girls and women everywhere love about Barbie, the world of Barbie, the accessorizing, the stuff that Barbie has, and blending it in a real world way because it's not animated to make it work, and then also blending the real world with Barbie. It was an interesting concept, and I gotta say they did it well. Margot Robbie was brilliant as the main Barbie, the quote unquote stereotypical Barbie as she's known. And then I absolutely loved Ryan Gosling as Ken. He was hysterical as Ken. Um, the main Ken, I should say. And it worked on many levels. There was lots of funny parts in it, both aimed at kids and adults alike. And I gotta say, there was a lot of males in the movie that went to see this movie. Now I don't know if they went like me because they, wanted to go for their partner's behest, but I mean it was still an interesting thing to see. There was lots of both men and women that were seeing the movie, so it was a good thing, and it definitely appealed to everybody. It's an everybody's kind of movie. And the story just works really well. So basically, Barbie, the stereotypical Barbie, Margot Robbie's Barbie, just is living in Barbie Land, which is a real place that most people don't know about. And one day she starts, as the other Barbies say, malfunctioning. And she's trying to figure out why, and in order to figure that out and fix it, she has to go to the real world. And so it's her adventure of going to the real world, discovering the real world, and then figuring out how to make everything work. There's a lot of good humor aimed at, in this movie, and there's some interesting concepts I think that were kind of a neat idea. They had Rhea Pearl. Now I'd have to do my checking. I don't know if the real Ruth Handler is alive or not. If she was, it would have been cool to see her in this movie. But still, I think Rhea Perlman did a great job. They incorporated the real life creator of Barbie in this movie, which I thought was an interesting concept for sure. And yeah, it was neat. And I thought Will Ferrell was brilliant as the CEO of Mattel. I like how they kind of made Mattel out to be this kind of evil corporation. And in the end, it turns out that they're they end up being part of the solution, so to speak. And I love how they also incorporated a lot of real world problems in this day and age into this movie, and translated it over to the Barbie world, or Barbie land, as you want to call it. The other thing I thought that was really well done is, so you got to remember, so more or less like it's I'm trying to say this without giving too much away, but so they're not necessarily dolls per se. They're like the real life, versions of what the dolls would be if they were alive. And that being said, so they kind of have to act like dolls, or act like the dolls would. And I think they did a really good job of that. The way they move, certain poses that they're in. Excuse me. The houses that they live in. Even the everyday objects they use, like their cars. I think everything was done in a way that made it seem like they were living in a literal Barbie land. So it was really well done. And I highly recommend Barbie. If you're thinking about going to see it, you won't be disappointed. Excuse me there, folks. So there you are, folks. That's all I have for you for tonight. I went to see it in the theaters, so obviously, if you want to go see it now, you'd have to go and see it in theaters. If you want to wait till it comes out on video, you could do that too. I don't think you'd be disappointed either way, folks. So you take care of yourselves, have a great week, and we'll see you next time.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.